Okay, so for homework yesterday, I asked you to make some sentences much more interesting and flavorful. So I want to say well done to Teddy. Teddy, yours was a very, very good homework. So Teddy, would you mind reading out your homework for us? So number 1, Mom plays the guitar and Mom is teaching Manny. Can you read this out for me a little bit?
Plays the sparkly brown guitar and she is teaching Manny how to play.
Good girl. Mom plays the sparkly brown guitar and she is teaching Manny how to play. So here, Teddy has rearranged the words and she has added more details. Okay, number 2, Teddy. Sean is a singer, but Sean is not a dancer. What did you write, Teddy?
Sean is a popular singer, but Sean is not a great dancer.
Perfect. Well done. Sean is a popular singer, but Sean is not a great dancer. So again, she has rearranged some of the sentences and added many more details. So we know what type of singer Sean is. He sings pop songs, and we know he is not a great dancer. Well done. Okay, number 3. Do you enjoy concerts or do you find concerts too loud? What did you write, Teddy? Have a look. Do you?
Enjoy concert or do you find the concert too loud?
Good girl. Lovely work. Do you enjoy Alan Walker concerts or do you find the concert too loud? Again, Teddy has added extra detail here. She's specified the type of concert. It's an Alan Walker concert, and she has changed the wording around by saying, do you find the concert too loud? Well done, Teddy. Really good work. The second homework that I thought was really great was, ta-da, Kang's. Kang, have a look at your homework. Kang, can you help me read your homework to everyone, please? So first off, we had a super boring sentence. Mom plays the guitar and Mom is teaching Manny. Very boring, no details, and it's not very interesting. But Kang, what did you write?
Mom plays the guitar very well. So she also teach Manny how to play.
Teaches.
Teaches Manny how to play.
Amazing. So here, Kang has added some detail by saying Mom plays the guitar very well. So we know that she's really good at playing the guitar. And Kang has also rearranged the words. Instead of using the connecting word and, he's changed it to so. So well done, Kang. Really good job here. Okay, next, our boring sentence is Sean is a singer, but Sean is not a dancer. Very boring, no detail, and we've repeated ourselves twice here. What did you say, Kang?
Sean is a singer, but he doesn't know how to dance.
So this is no. He doesn't know
No.
how to dance. Amazing. Well done. Again, so Kang has rearranged the words to make this sentence more interesting. And last but not least, do you enjoy concerts or do you find concerts too loud? Kang said,
Do you enjoy concerts or do you think it is messy and noisy?
very good. Do you enjoy concerts or do you think it is messy and noisy? So concerts can get very messy and very noisy. Sometimes when people go to concerts, they throw all of their litter on the floor. Sometimes people are drinking soda and they spill it all over the floor. Sometimes it's very messy and concerts can be very, very noisy. So again, Kang has rearranged the words and added more details. Really good work, Kang. Very good. So so a few of you guys, when writing your homework, you just rewrote the sentence without changing it. So we're continuing looking at expanding and rearranging sentences. So we'll quickly go through this. Okay, so a compound sentence is made up of two simple sentences joined by words such as and, but, and or. Not to forget that we must add a comma before the connecting word. That's very important. Let's have a look at an example. Do you want some orange juice? Would you like milk? Okay, so here are two simple sentences. Do you want some orange juice? And would you like milk? Now, I want you guys to help me make this into a compound sentence. What connecting word do you think would go well here? Do you think and, but, or would work well here? Which connecting word do you think would be good? Chat box, good girl. Okay, Kiwi, what do you think? Or, good girl, well done. Let's have a look. Ta-da! Well done, Kiwi. Or would be the perfect connecting word to use here. Okay, who can tell me what will the compound sentence be if we add the connecting word or?
Do you want orange juice or would you like milk?
Very good. Very important that we have the comma before our connecting word. Now, do you want some orange juice or would you like milk? Perfect work. Well done, Ming Huang. So guys, the main idea of our lesson today and yesterday is that I want us to be able to make our sentences much more interesting. I want us to move around words and add in details to our compound sentences to make it more interesting. The crowd sang along to the music and they were moved by the music. What do you think it means if you were moved by something? Did the music pick the crowd up and move them somewhere else? Is that what it means when it says move? What do you think the verb moved means in this sentence? The word moved in this sentence means that they felt emotional about it, okay? The crowd sang along to the music and they were moved by the music. If you are moved by something, it means that it makes you feel a certain way. For example, maybe sometimes when you watch a sad film, it moves you. For example, when we watched Finding Nemo, at the end, when Nemo and his dad are reunited and they are very happy, that moved me. It made me feel really happy, and I was so glad that they finally got reunited. So that's what it means when it says moved. It means that it made them feel a certain way. So the crowd sang along to the music and they were moved by the music. This sentence is very basic. I want you guys to help me make this a more interesting sentence. How could we make this a more interesting sentence with more details? Micah.
The crowd sang loudly along to the popular music and they were moved by the music.
Ooh, very good. Well done, Micah. The crowd sang loudly along to the popular music and they were moved by the music. So here, Micah has just added an adverb and an adjective. She said the crowd loudly sang along to the popular music and then they were moved by the music. So you've added more details here for the reader to understand what's happening. Good girl, Micah. Really good example. Let's have a look at this example. Lekang, can you read this out?
The large cloud sang along to the joyful music, and it moved the cloud to cheer.
Good girl. Well done. Lovely reading. Well done. It made the crowd feel so happy that they decided to start cheering. So again, here we can see that this sentence is much more interesting. It helps us paint a picture in our head. It tells us that the crowd is a large crowd, so there are lots of people. Instantly, we are envisioning a large crowd or a large group of people. It tells us that they sang along to the joyful music. So we know that the music they are listening to is happy. Then it tells us that it moved the crowd to cheer. Again, that's painting a bigger picture in the reader's head. Now we can start envisioning the crowd cheering and going wild. So this sentence is much better than this sentence. So this is what we're going to focus on. We're trying to make our sentences much more interesting. Let's have a look. So we know that when we expand a sentence, it means that we add more details. Who can tell me what this is? Tweety, what is this?
It is a picture.
Very good. Well done, Tweety. Perfect. It's a picture. There's a picture on the wall. Yawn. Very boring sentence. If we were to read this in a story, this is what we would imagine. There's a picture on the wall. It doesn't describe the picture. It doesn't tell us any details about the picture apart from the fact that it's on the wall. Very, very boring. All I'm envisioning is a blank picture with no color and no details. However, have a look at this picture. Who can tell me a sentence that is expanded? Instead of saying, there's a picture, what can we say about this picture? Get creative. What could you say about this picture? Okay, go ahead, Teddy.
Uh, I I can see a a beautiful family picture with with the family pictures in it.
Yeah, good girl. I can see a beautiful family picture. Great. You've already added more details. You're saying that it's a beautiful picture and you're saying that it's a picture of the family. Good girl. Hannah and Emma.
It's a beautiful, pretty picture.
It's a beautiful, pretty picture. Well done. Good job. Okay, Lakan, can you give me your sentence?
I have a picture put it on the wall of my family picture.
Very good. I have a picture on the wall of my family. Good girl. Okay. Amazing work. That is a more detailed sentence. You're telling me that your family are in the picture. That means when I read this sentence, I'm going to envision a picture with a family in it. Okay. Last but not least, Quang Hai, what's your sentence?
It is a beautiful, beautiful pictures of a family.
Very good. It is a beautiful picture of my family. Well done, Quang Hai. Zaling, yes, that's okay. You can go to the bathroom. Okay, well done, Quang Hai. Really good work. Okay, guys, let's have a look at this example sentence. There's a beautiful and happy picture of our whole family on the wall. Again, now when we read this sentence, we won't just envision a blank picture on the wall. We will envision a beautiful and happy picture of a whole family. That's what we are trying to do today. We don't want to write any more boring sentences. We want expanded sentences that are interesting for our readers. Let's have a look here. I listen to music and I see pictures in my head. This sentence is a perfectly good sentence, but it's very boring. I want to make it much more interesting. I want to add details. I want to add adjectives. What can we add to this sentence to make it more interesting?
I listen to music and I see many scary pictures in my head.
Very good. Okay, so you must be listening to scary music. You could say, I listen to frightening music and I see many scary pictures in my head. Good job. Sal, please keep your camera on. Well done, Sal. Okay, who else? Mingha. Do you like to listen to happy music?
I like to listen to Korean music.
Korean music, perfect. Okay, so we can say, I listen to Korean music and I see what? Good. So you could say, I listen to Korean music and I see amazing pictures in my head. I see happy pictures in my head. I see great pictures in my head. Good girl, Ming Ha. Good job. Well done, Micah. That's a good example. I listen to joyful music and I see beautiful pictures in my head. Good job, guys. Really good work. Let's have a look at the example sentence. Writers use words, but composers use notes. Again, this sentence is fine, but it's boring. Very boring. It doesn't have any details. It has no adjectives. Who can help me change this sentence so that it's more interesting? Micah.
Writer use interesting words, but
Composers.
composers use beautiful notes.
Amazing. Perfect example. Writers use interesting words, but composers use beautiful notes. Amazing. This sentence is so much more improved now because it's interesting. We have sprinklings of details. Good girl, Micah. Let's have a look at the example sentence it says here. Let's go for words,
Words are used by writer.
Words are used
By writer, but compose use music and by
musical notes. So this word is composers. Very good. Well done, Hacker. This sentence has been rearranged and we've also added details. So again, this sentence is more interesting. We're trying to make our sentences as interesting as possible. Let's have a look here. Okay, the first sentence says, Sean plays the guitar or Sean plays the drums. Again, this is a boring sentence. Who can help me by making it much more interesting?
Sean plays the popular guitar or Sean plays the big drum.
Oh, very good. Sean plays the popular guitar or Sean plays the big drums. Amazing work. Good girls. You've added some perfectly good adjectives to this sentence to make it more interesting. Well done. Sometimes Sean rocks out on the guitar. What that means is that he gets his guitar and he has a rock session, or he likes to play the drums. Both sentences mean the same things, but the second sentence is much more interesting. It's been rearranged and it has more details to it. We can envision Sean rocking out when we read this sentence. Okay, number 2.
Kim plays the piano, but Kim wants to play the organ.
The organ. Good girl. Kim plays the piano, but Kim wants to play the organ. So an organ, who can tell me what an organ is? What's an organ? Mingha, go ahead. Can you make this sentence more interesting?
Kim plays the piano well,
Good.
but Kim wants to play the organ.
Okay, good. Kim plays the piano well, but Kim wants to play the organ too. We could even add another connecting or adding word here. Good girl, Mingha. Let's have a look at the example that we are given here. Kim can play the piano, but she's eager to learn how to play the organ too. Again, we have just rearranged this word so it sounds more interesting. Kim can play the piano, but she's eager to learn how to play the organ too. Eager to learn means that you're really keen to do something. You're very excited about it. Okay, next. We like classical music and we like jazz. Yawn. Very boring sentence. I want this to be more interesting. Help me make this more interesting.
We love clown.
Classical
Classical music. And we like jazz.
and we like jazz. Okay, good job, Lam. We love classical music and we like jazz. Anyone else? Who else can make this sentence more interesting for me by adding details, by adding adjectives? Tweechy.
We like classical music and we also like jazz.
Good girl, well done. So you added some words there, perfect. Guys, what do we do to music? We like classical music. Do we write music? Yep, sometimes. So you could even change this to say we like writing classical music and we like listening to jazz. We like listening to classical music and we like playing jazz. You can mix it up and tell more details. You can make it more specific. Teddy, what about you? Do you have a more interesting sentence?
We like classical pop music and we like jazz.
Good girl, well done. We like classical pop music and we like jazz. Good girl, well done. Let's have a look at the example sentence. Quang Hai, we like to
listen to classic music and we love to dance to jazz music too.
Very good, well done, Quang Hai.
And
Okay,
this is the first one sentence is a boring sentence, but this is now it have details and some ideas, and It was not boring anymore.
Very good, Quang Hai. Amazing. So, like I said, and like Quang Hai has just said, the second sentence is more interesting. When you're reading a book, the reason that you like reading it is because the writer has thought long and hard about how to paint a picture in your head. And that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to make sure that we are good writers who create interesting sentences. So here, we like classical music and we like jazz is super boring. Whereas when we say we like to listen to classical music and we love to dance to jazz music too, it changes. It means that we're envisioning someone listening to classical music, and then here we can paint a picture of someone dancing along to jazz music. Okay, last one, and then we'll have a look at our homework. Mickey, can you read this sentence for me? Some music
can make people feel happy, but some music can make people feel sad.
Very good. Lovely reading, Mickey. Very, very good. Okay, this is a very boring sentence because we have repeated ourselves a lot. Some music can make people feel happy, but some music can make people feel sad. If I read this sentence, I want to yawn. I want to go back to bed because it's so boring. It's not interesting me whatsoever. How can we make this sentence more interesting? Kang, can you have a go? Can you think about it?
Sometimes people feel happy, but
So we could say sometimes people feel happy when they listen to music, but
sometimes people feel sad.
okay, good job. So we've rearranged the sentence there and we haven't repeated ourselves as much. Good job, Kang. Okay, let's have a look at the example sentence. I would like Leo to read it out loud for me. Lively music.
Lively music can make people feel happy, but
Listening.
listening to sad music can make them feel upset.
Good job. Lovely reading, Leo. Well done. So here, this person has added in details about what kind of music. Some music can make people feel happy. Well, what kind of music? They've told us lively music can make people feel happy, but listening to sad music can make them feel upset. So we're not repeating sad or happy here. So this sentence is much more interesting. Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you your homework now. So again, homework is very similar to yesterday's homework. What I want you to do is I want you to complete Reader's Notebook page 174. Here at the top, we have an example and an explanation of what I want you to do. A compound sentence is two simple sentences joined by a comma and the word and, but, or. Moving words around and adding details in a compound sentence can make the sentence more interesting. For example, Lynn prefers loud music, but Lynn's sister prefers soft music. Boring, and we're repeating ourselves a lot. It's not interesting. We can change that to loud music is Lynn's favorite, but her sister prefers soft music. Both sentences mean the same thing, but this one is much more detailed and is not boring. So that's what I would like you to do. Have a look. Move words around and add details to make these compound sentences more interesting. Some people find headphones comfortable, but some people find headphones uncomfortable. This is a very boring sentence. We have repeated ourselves twice. I want you to come up with 3 sentences that are changed. So I want you to change the sentences because yesterday some of you just wrote the same sentences down. I don't want you to write the same sentence. I want you to move the words around and add adjectives. Okay? I want you to change the words around and I want you to add more details to make these sentences more interesting. And I'm going to say goodbye to you all. So goodbye. Please make sure that you make your sentences super interesting.